Hey folks, welcome to Jack Rivers Poker Vlog. It's been a wild ride since Friday. I've been playing in Tulsa, Oklahoma at River Spirit. Tulsa, Oklahoma is my home. Cashed in 3 out of 4 tournaments this weekend. Last year I didn't get to play a lot. I was actually working at River Spirit, and Hard Rock across town only has 2 tournaments a week. And a lot of times I had to work those nights, and so I couldn't make it to the tournaments. I made it a few times and did not cash, probably 3 or 4. After stopping to work for River Spirit, now I get to play there again. It's not allowed to play there when I work there. And yeah, it's been pretty wild. Friday night was probably the biggest tournament in Tulsa weekly. Friday night at River Spirit. Poker room is amazing. They have cash games going crazy in there. Every table is full. The entire room between the tournament and cash games, and we had like 45 or 50 alternates in the tournament. It was absolutely nuts. So that was pretty wild. I think I came in 7th or 6th in that tournament. Then last night, Saturday night, is also a pretty good sized tournament. I did a chop 3 ways and took the second place money. So crazy that second tournament. I was all in the first hand, and the guy folded. I shoved all in. He was betting like crazy. I had a set of 10s, but that tournament at that first table, I got runner straight, and I got beat when I wasn't all in, but the other players were. That happened 5 times at one table. 5 times. I built up the stack, and then I get it in and good, and then runner straight 5 times. Came in third place in that tournament. Wild, crazy action. The players here aren't really that great. I seem like I'm breathing a little bit heavy. I've been cleaning my house. I'm back home now in my t-shirt and got my sweatpants on, doing some work, but I thought I'd do a little video here. Tulsa's really changed as far as the poker scene. Hard Rock used to be the place that you would go to play poker. That would be the spot. And when they had the poker room downstairs. They moved it upstairs, and they were going pretty good until COVID. And then now they just said they don't have as many tournaments, and some people don't like the dealers. And River Spirit is pretty much, I mean, in all honesty, they could probably expand that River Spirit room and put another 4 or 5 tables in there, and it still might not be enough on a Friday night. I mean, it's pretty wild. Lots of different games going on. Games that weren't going on before I started working there. They didn't used to ever hardly get a 1-3 game going or a 2-5 game going. Now they get those games going on. They get a 5-10 Omaha Big O game going, 5-10 limit. So the poker room's come a long way there at River Spirit. Of course, got the Margaritaville there, Margaritaville restaurant with the big, margarita mixer and the lava coming down. Pretty cool place. Of course, non-smoking in the poker room. I guess that's a given now. Back when I first started playing poker, you could smoke cigarettes in almost every poker room. But it's been a pretty wild ride. Earlier this morning, usually the Sunday morning tournament isn't that much. And I know we got the holiday tomorrow, Martin Luther King Day. And so, that was, there was a lot of players in the early tournament on Sunday. It was over 60. I think it was like 60, I think I remember 61 or 67. But it played out 7 places. I ended up in 6, and they chopped it 5 ways after I got busted out. I actually had a pretty good stack, but as much as for the guy that busted me anyways, or close to, within a couple thousand. But, he just got the better end of it, and that happens. Got busted out just now. I got caught pretty good. There was this guy, he kept raising with ace, with like ace king, ace queen, ace ace jacking. They always make it 1100. I always look for these little things when you're playing at the poker table. You look for little stuff that people are doing all the time, so you can take advantage of it. And I know you had two big cards. I looked down. I had pocket tens, and so he raised 11. I decided to call him, and I was on the button, so I had position on him. The flop came out 6-6-9 with two spades, and he bet out 2,500, and I called him. And the turn came four spades, and he checked. And this is where I made the blunder. He kind of, I just, this point, it was a bounty tournament. I decided to jam it all in right there. I didn't want him to catch that ace, king, or queen, or jack, or whatever the heck he was holding in his hand on that river. And yeah, he had ace, king. He had ace, king of spades. So yeah, he caught the nut flush on the turn. I had him pegged right for what, on the flop, but I mean, what are the odds he's gonna have the ace, king of spades? Right there, he was doing it with all kinds of, ace, jack, ace, queen, ace, king, offsuits and suited and whatnot. So, I mean, I'm not really mad about the play. I would make the play again, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. That was an interesting hand. There was a hand in the tournament on Saturday night where three of us were all in. I had ace king. Another player had ace five. Another player had a pocket kings. It really sucked for that guy because the run out came 6-6 ace. And so he let out and bet, and then I re-raised, and then the other guy went all in. Then he went all in. I don't know why with those kings right there. I decided to call with the ace king. So it was 6-6 ace. The turn was a 6. The river was a 6. So we ended up chopping the pot 3 ways. Oh man, it was crazy. It was just absolutely nuts. I never seen a run out like that in those tournaments. But I've talked about these small stakes tournaments. It's like these are between like $60 and $85 buy-in tournaments. So they're not going to break the bank for you to go play in these tournaments. And if you're like a player that plays a lot with your buddies, you play little tournaments at the house, or little home games, and you play a little bit of cash, but the casino seems a little bit intimidating. Go play some of these small tournaments. You play the small tournaments, you get a feel for the poker room, you get a feel for the action, you understand, you get to know what the rules are, and I think it really helps out getting an idea of how the poker world works and how it works inside of casinos. They all have their different rules, so you got to check the rules whenever you get there. Get to a different casino. At this particular casino, like if you're playing a cash game, they allow Mississippi straddles. So if you straddle 5 on the button on a 1-2 game or a 1-3 game, then the small blind and big blind are first to act. Now sometimes in Vegas you straddle on the 5 on the button, it doesn't change the action, so it's really. And then down in Mississippi, you can do a Mississippi straddle. A lot of places you can straddle from any position. So you got to check the rules. Of course, tournaments can't straddle. So, but all in all, overall, it's been a really good feeling to start out January. I cashed 3 tournaments in a row. Did not cash tonight. It was a bounty tournament. I did collect a couple bounties, so I got a rebate on my on my buy-in, so it wasn't all terrible. It wasn't a complete loss, but I didn't cash, so I'll take it. I want to start doing this channel more, talking more about poker. I think I have a lot to offer because I've been playing poker since I was a kid. You know, I remember playing, poker with my brother in our room. We just sit there and play poker all day when we were little kids, 8, 9, 10 years old. Playing with pennies, our parents had in a jar, And then I started playing Texas Hold'em when I was about 21, and that was about 2000, or not 2000, it was about 2000, yeah, about 2000. And it was before Moneymaker and all that, and I saw Moneymaker win. I experienced the whole boom of poker. I played a lot of poker, won a lot of poker, and right after the boom, because everybody just wanted to go all in. And that's just wanted to go to the casino and just put all their money in, and I was like, I'm willing to take it. So, I mean, I've been around a long time. I've been studying all the new stuff. I keep up with all the videos. I watch, I keep up with the charts, pre-flop charts. I have my own kind of charts that I do, but I've been kind of playing that way for a long time. So, I've been winning. I was winning a lot before this stuff started coming out. It's like, what do they call it? Game time, GTO play, and all this stuff. So now that it's like, it's all on computers, they can put in and see, what the solvers say and stuff like that. Which is good, which will give you like what the computer would say is the worst, what to do in certain spots and stuff. Somewhat. Multi-way, not a lot. And that's what you're going to find in small tournaments. You're going to find yourself in a lot of multi-way pots. And so you're going to have to play a little more aggressive. You have to raise more than normal to get these people to, get down to hands that are actually playable. And you're just going to play a little bit more aggressive. Be more. Tag players, in my opinion, are the best in these tournaments. Tight aggressive. They sit back, they wait. They get pretty good hands. They play a pretty good. I wouldn't say maybe not tag, but somewhat close to tag. A little bit. I play close to tag, but not really tag. I don't sit there and wait for aces and kings all day or anything like that. But when I play, I'm coming at you. When I get in the pot, there's money coming in, and it's most likely going to be a raise. Almost, I'd say 90% of the time whenever I come in the pot. So, like I said, I have years and years of experience. If any of y'all want to ask me about poker, I'm still trying to work a River Spirit to see if I can do a vlog, like a video vlog, kind of like Brad Owen and Andrew Neeme do, and all those guys. So I could do like a Tulsa poker video vlog there at River Spirit. Now they're talking to the higher ups, so we'll see if that ever gets going. I don't write down a lot of my hands right now. If I had a vlog, I've got actually a book that has all positions at the table where I can sit there and I can write down everything I have. Of course, then you have the video also to go back on and see exactly what happened. So, but yeah, I don't think I'm the best poker player in the world, and I don't think I'm the worst poker player in the world. But there's a lot of new poker players, and I think we should expand more and get more players involved into the game. And so I really think getting in these small tournaments really helps people. It helped me when I didn't play for a while, and I got back into it, and I was busy with a lot of other live stuff. And I think it's a good way to get new players in the game, these small tournaments. It's just about getting the feel and the comfort of being in the poker room, playing the hands, understanding the blinds, understanding, the rules of poker rooms, understanding how the dealers act, and the floor situations, breaks, just all the kind of things you can do in the poker room. So I really do believe that that is that's something that's really needed. I know we got these blogs and these guys show they're playing these 2-5 games, these 5-10 games for these big massive live streams and stuff. But most people don't play that. Most people play small stakes, and that's how they get started. And so you can't just jump right to the end and win. You need to learn how to navigate these smaller poker tournaments and smaller cash games in order to get there. So that's what I'm trying to do with my channel. Trying to make it a little bit different than what most of these guys are doing, because you're sitting there watching these guys play these big. If you never played in a poker room before, and you walk in and buy in a 2-5 game for $1,000, they're going to eat your lunch. I mean that's the bottom line. So, I want to get a channel going to kind of explain to you how to. And if people have any questions, they can ask me, and I can address them on vlogs and stuff. And try to get to hey, here's how you start out. Here's what to do when you're starting out. Here's some tips. Here's some tricks. Give you a little bit in your arsenal, and then you can study and work your way up and work your way in. But I appreciate y'all watching the vlog. 3 in a row. It's not my personal best. I've actually cashed 4 in a row before. But yeah, 3 tournaments in a row cashing, and then I did get. I mean, is it a cash if I got bounties? I don't know. Whatever, but yeah, man. Y'all give me a shout and just let me know what's up. If you got any questions about playing in a casino, and I'll definitely give you an answer, or try to find you an answer, and see what we can do to get you going, get you in the game. So hit that like and subscribe button. I need more subscribers. Share this with all your friends. Share this with your friends. I need to get up to enough subscribers so I can go live. So I'd like to do some live stuff also. So this isn't going to be one of those fancy. I'm not going to have all this music in the background and all this stuff right now. This is just me on my phone. So yeah, hit me up, and if you got any questions about getting into a casino and playing, some low stakes stuff. How much money to bring, what type of games you've played and stuff. Yeah, give me a shout, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.